This is Louise for MMA Crazy, and I'm joined alongside Volkan Oezdemir, who takes on Dominick Reyes at UFC London. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great, thank you. What about you?
I'm doing good, thank you very much. And your last two fights were overseas, so are you happy to be fighting back in Europe again?
Yeah, Europe is always a great destination for me because, first of all, London is the #1 spot for the Europe market, but also, you know, my fans and family back home in Switzerland are able to see the fight on the same time zone, obviously, like almost. So it's really great for me and the people around back home to be watching on the same time.
And you spent your camp training back home in Switzerland, didn't you? Why did you make that decision?
So I had some visa issue that there was an ongoing situation for a while, and now I was supposed to go back home. But actually, it turns out to be a great investment actually, because I was able to go back home, you know, next to my family, my friends and stuff, and it feels good to be surrounded by those people, this energy, you know. Because also I come from here, it was the same gym that see me grow, you know, from my second pro fight until, you know, my 13, and now so it's good to be back, you know, to the roots and give back also to the people that helped me achieve this stage.
And of course, it kind of takes out a lot of travel time for you, doesn't it? Does that make any difference in terms of how you feel going into this fight?
Yeah, the less you travel, the better it is, you know, and your body doesn't need to adapt that much. Your body is, you know, there's also a lot of toxins when you're in a flight and stuff, and since you're cutting weight, it's always stressful for the body because already you're putting a lot of stress on your body, you know. Yeah. So if you can reduce everything and make it better, you know, then you feel also better for the weight cut, for the fight day, and then it's just added performance.
And talk a little bit about your last two performances. Obviously, they didn't go your way, but they were against, you know, obviously the former champion and title contender. What have you taken away or learnt from those losses?
You always learn more about in losses than in victory, because in victory you don't correct yourself that much. You know, you're gonna adapt a little bit to your game plan, your strategy and stuff, but you need to make drastic change whenever it comes to losses. You realize, oh, something was wrong. Otherwise, you know, I will have got the victory, and that's why you put more work into it, and you focus on solely on the gap you have in your game. So definitely now with this you improve a lot, and you think about it and you put all your focus on it.
And you're taking on Dominick Reyes, who's undefeated. He went to a decision for the first time, you know, in his last outing. Did you watch that against OSP, and what did you think?
Yeah, obviously you watch his fight. You know, it was a good fight. The end was a little bit chaotic, but it was definitely a good fight. A high-pace fight in the first round, then it slowed down a bit. I think it was the first time he was facing such a top-notch competition, and that's maybe why also the fight was different than all his previous fights. So now we can see also how the real Reyes fight against, you know, top competitor. So it's definitely another world, and it's going to be really different for him to fight me.
And you both have a lot of first-round finishes, but how do you think your styles are going to match up on the night?
We both bangers, you know. We come there and come to fights. We're not scared of anything. I think he's just moving way more than me, so he's not going to be somebody that accepts contact too much, you know. I think he's going to try to be smarter and do, you know, stuff his way, you know, being in out, sidestep, you know, and move around. So I think this is something he want to do. So obviously he has a lot of finishes, but he doesn't have the heart like I do.
And how important is it for you to get back in the win column? Do you put any pressure on yourself?
No, because I focus on the process, you know, not on the outcome. I know the outcome is gonna depending on whatever I put every day of my life, of my training camp, of whatever, how good I feel after each day. If I feel good that I've done enough during the day, I feel accomplished, then I know it's all stuff that's gonna add up at the end of the day.
And how do you picture yourself getting the win on Saturday?
Oh, victory, hands up. It's gonna be a knockout, really nice.
Thank you. Good luck on Saturday.